first of all, obviously we see Dylan coming in today on loan to Manchester United. Tell me a bit about him and how that all came about and what you feel he can bring here.
Yeah, so I think first and foremost it's taken us a little while to make sure that we give everybody opportunity in pre-season through the competitive games, and I think it became clear that we just need someone with Dylan's creative qualities. Dylan's a player who likes to conduct a game. He's also got a bit of kind of creative flair in the kind of final third. So again, we're signing a young Welsh internationalist fresh on the back of a Euros trip, so he comes with good pedigree, a lot of hunger and ambition to do well, and I think it gives us really good balance in addition to the squad.
And how did you go about sort of finding out about it?
Yeah, so basically we have quite an expansive network where we're considering quite a lot of players, and again we've went on record as saying that we're trying to be quite deliberate with recruitment this year. So he fitted the profile. They were quite keen to take their time with a loan move as well, because he had 2 last year. He went away to Croatia, so there's a recognition it's a really big year for Dylan this year in terms of getting into the Wales squad, prolonging his stay at Man United if that's what he chooses to do. So the fact that Man United and Dylan have entrusted his development with us says a lot for the relationship and the belief that they've got in terms of what we're doing here.
And as well as Dylan, is Scanlon as well? You were looking to bring him in, I believe you agreed a deal. What's the latest with that?
I think we're just at the final stages now, just the kind of closing formalities, so paperwork, work permit, etc. So I think we're very, very close on that one. But he's another player that, if we do conclude him, very, very exciting player, got a lot of kind of raw pace, can play off both flanks, finish international player as well. So again, I think if we do conclude that one, we're making 2 really good acquisitions at a key time in the pre-season, kind of early stages of the season.
How pleased are you with how the squad is now shaping up? Because obviously you've brought in a few players now, and one Shanklin left. But are you getting happier with what you've got here?
Yeah, and we've had to be patient. Again, I think the fans probably would have liked a little bit of earlier activity. We've had to be patient. We've been very precise with the profiles of players that we wanted to target, and the fact that we've actually got the ones over the line that we have actually, had our eyes on for a few weeks now is testament to the work the club are doing in the background. And yeah, I'm starting to feel pretty content about what's actually available to me now.
And are you looking to strengthen further? Is there more signings in the pipeline?
I think that'll probably be reliant on potentially anyone going out. That there has been interest in a few of our players. That doesn't seem to be massively active just now, but we know the way the transfer window operates, you have to be very reactive, and we do have contingency plans in place, but we're hoping for a bit of stability just now.
And so have you had any more bids or offers for any of the players?
Nothing that I'm aware of. So again, it does feel like quite a stable environment just now. I think the two players that are potentially coming in, the one that trained today, gave the players a bit of an insight into the profile that we're trying to attract here. And I think there was a general kind of feeling of being impressed this morning from Dylan's perspective towards his teammates.
Yeah, it was around a week ago now, and I got in contact with Man United, and then things started progressing, and I had a meeting with the manager over Zoom, and it was pretty much straightforward what he wanted and what I wanted. So I'm very delighted to be here from now.
And how do you think this move's going to work for you? Because obviously, you've got the chance to play in the Premiership, Scotland's top flight. What can that do in terms of your career? Because obviously you're young, and you come from a great club down south. What can this bring?
It's a big step in my career and my development to try and get games under my belt, and it's obviously Scottish First Division, and it's a very good league, and I think I can hopefully show what I can do up here.
And what do you bring, do you feel, to Dundee United? Because obviously you come from a great club in England, well renowned. What can you bring to Dundee United this year?
A lot of excitement on the ball, try and play forward as much as possible and try and create chances going forward, and I'm always going to give 100% no matter what.
And of course you mentioned about speaking to the manager, Tam Courts. What did he tell you about his ambition for the club and how you can fit into that? He wants
the best for me and the best for the team, and he also said that they're always looking to win, always looking to push on, always looking to give 100% day in, day out in training, and that's something I'm looking forward to.
Thank you. Chance to put your wits in a Dundee derby and a Tayside derby against St Johnstone, playing Rangers, Celtic, etc. big games like that, how much are you looking forward to all that?
Yeah, it's amazing to think that the fans are going to be back in as well. It's also a big plus, and playing in front of massive crowds is always a big plus as well. But I'm really looking forward to playing in some really big derbies here.
It's a very good club for bringing through talented youngsters, and Tam Courts is very good at that as well. You know, coming into his current role, having been in charge of the youth academy, are you convinced then that you can kind of really flourish and push on this season under him?
Yeah, I think if I can show what I can do, I think I can really try and help the team as much as possible when things are going really well, and also when things are a bit shaky at times, because it's not going to be a straight uphill. There's always going to be bumps and stuff in the middle of the road, and hopefully we can overcome them and try and get back to winning after them bumps.
Tam, it's been a great wee run that you've embarked on, beating Rangers through to the last 8 in the Cup. Confidence sky high in the camp now?
I think there is a feeling of positivity. I think in the Premier League, every challenge that you face, you know, is a difficult one in the Premier League, but we are embracing every challenge as they come along. We're optimistic for Sunday, we're excited by it, and yeah, I think there is a kind of quiet confidence in the camp just now.
St Johnstone on Sunday, of course. How tough a test do you face?
Huge test. They're a very cohesive group. They're a group that's kind of riding the crest of a wave just now with their European adventures. I think they represent themselves admirably, and it'll be a really tough game. We played them 4 times last season. You know, there was no victors in any of the games, so I think it'll be a keenly contested affair on Sunday.
When you look at what Callum Davidson has achieved, you know, how impressed are you with that? And you know, any reason why United can't use St Johnstone as a kind of template? You know, if they can do what they've achieved, why can't United?
I think you can only but be impressed. I think Callum's done a phenomenal job there. It's a good club. I was at the game against Galatasaray, and it was great to see McDermott Park so full, so all credit to them. I think we're on our own journey just now. We're on a journey that took us back from the Championship into the Premier League, consolidated. We're now starting to kind of grow in a different direction now, utilising young players, bringing, you know, additions into the squad. So we're on our own journey. We're only focused on ourselves, but St Johnstone have got our total respect, and again, I'm really looking forward to the challenge of face them on Sunday.
How hopeful are you, or how expectant are you that it might be a leg-weary St Johnstone that you face?
I think that's always a challenge for St Johnstone, you know, in terms of being able to handle all the cup competitions and the league itself. But they're a resolute group. They're a group that's known to be together. So I think at this moment in time they'll feel pretty optimistic themselves. So again, first goals tend to be important in the Premier League, so if we can go there, we can go on the front foot, we can replicate what we've been doing previously, and we're all targeting to play better. We want to improve as well, and I think there's improvements to be had.
Team news, what's the injury situation? How's everyone?
Yeah, we've got a couple of bumps and bruises from the encounter down at Ayr last week, but we had a healthy return to training from a couple of players today, so yeah, I think we're in fine fettle ahead of Sunday.
Mark, obviously a different manager here now compared to last time. What are your thoughts on Tam Court's kind of blueprint for the way forward and his style of play?
I think it's great. Yeah, it was another reason why I was excited to come to the club. I mean, I had a good relationship with the gaffer last year when he took over, when Mickey had and a few of the staff had, I think the COVID, they were off for a week, so Tam the gaffer had come in, and he took training for a week, and he was absolutely brilliant. I can remember coming away from training thinking I had learned a lot, and how good his session was. So when I spoke to him on the phone here, he was just sort of going over what I already knew, really. But it was good to hear it again and hear from him what he expects from me, and what he does expect from me is something that excites me.
You'll be desperate then, chomping at the bit to make your second Dundee United debut.
I made it, but obviously in the cup at the weekend, it was probably one to forget. I missed a penalty and probably could have had a hat-trick during the game as well. So it was, we'll forget about that. But no, I'm excited to, like I said, touched on earlier, to play in front of the fans. So it's been a long time since me personally. I think it was Hibs I went on loan to just before the first sort of big wave of COVID had hit and everything got shut down. That was the sort of last time I'd played in front of a sort of full stadium. So I'm looking forward to playing in front of fans here, because I've heard an awful lot about how good they are and they get behind the team and stuff, and there's going to be a lot of opportunities, especially this season, for full houses there. So, a lot of good games.
I did, of course, mean league debut. I should have clarified that. Playing in the Premiership, that's the bread and butter. How key a role can you play in helping United challenge at the right end of the table?
Yeah, well, I hope obviously by coming in as a number 9 is just to help score goals and bring goals into the team, assist. But I like to try help others. There's a lot of young players in the team. I'd like to think that I'm more experienced than some of the younger ones. So I like to try pass on some knowledge to the younger ones. I might always come across money, but it's good to try help the younger ones. I can remember players used to do that to me, and I used to think the same thing, that they were moaning all the time. But it's good when you get that little bit older and you see young ones coming through and you help them and they take it on board. It's quite a good feeling.
And a Tayside derby on Sunday in front of fans, that's something to really look forward to.
It is, yeah, something that I've been looking forward to since I've looked at the fixtures about 100 times, checking all the games, and I'm just starting to get playing again. It feels, I know it was only the end of last season I've not played, but because I sort of missed out on a pre-season, it feels like I've not played for so long. So I'm really excited to get going, and like you say, with the fans back, it's for a player, it's just extra special.
And St Johnstone, everybody must be very impressed with them and their exploits. Are you hoping that you might catch them a bit tired?
Yeah, they've done absolutely brilliant. The manager there and the players have done absolutely fantastic. What they achieved last season and how well they've done so far in Europe and stuff. So hats off to them. And yeah, obviously from our point of view, we hope that they might be a little bit leggy and a little bit tired, but again, like you say, there's going to be fans there. You've got a little bit of derby going on, so I'm sure that'll go out the window.